I was having severe issues with anxiety, panic disorder, showing up at hospitals with panic attacks, which got really expensive, and even a little bit of depression, just heavy weight on my mind all the time, and I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to be proactive and not just sit around and kind of waste away anymore. And which is when I heard about you guys and decided to give it a shot. Several years, more than several, but it intensified within the last year and a half or so, but probably 7 or 8 years total. I tried different medications from the VA, prescription medications that you take daily. Never had any effect, never felt any differently. Tried alcohol, which only helps temporarily and kind of makes the problem worse. Then just sheer force of will, just trying to deal with it on my own. One thing that meant a lot to me was the story about your brother, and that you have a personal stake in the outcome and the lives of veterans, which is something I also care about. And if it's something that was familiar to you, I liked the structure of everything, from the testing to the plan of action to the execution. Everything's kind of laid out, and you know, kind of like the military. It's very, you get your plan and you execute and you do it, and I liked that. I've absolutely had a huge change in general mood, just everyday mood, waking up in the morning, just being around the house. I mean, I was having panic attacks just being home. It's been a big relief to be able to sit at home and just relax and rest my mind a little bit, and not always, even at home, have lots of stuff weighing on me and have severe anxiety and be trying to push down a panic attack, you know, and I can actually just kind of kick back a little bit, and, you know, enjoy the weather, or, you know, play with my dog or whatever it is. My general mood has definitely improved. Don't feel really depressed anymore. This gave me something to do, a purpose, something to strive for, when before I didn't really have a reason to do that. I can definitely tell a difference in that respect, and in myself. I've lost weight, I'm eating better, healthier, I feel better, feel healthier. I was having several a week before, to the point where I was basically non-functional. And it's been a long time since I've had one now, since I think I may have only had one since the start of my therapy, which goes back several months. And I've had times of almost kind of getting there, but felt better equipped mentally to kind of push that back down and kind of get a hold on it. Being a little bit more social, going to, you know, a barbecue or a football game, some sort of party or anything like that. I just had completely evasive and avoidance behavior before. I was very isolated, and I am doing better about that. I am just able to enjoy life a little more again. I didn't really find much joy at all before. Small things like I mentioned, the nice weather, or, you know, a nice breeze in the trees, and just a nice day. I can appreciate that again when it was just kind of gray before. It was, I felt no particular way about it at all. So I would say general outlook is probably the biggest improvement, and having the ability to appreciate things again. I would say they were good. I can tell a big difference. I'm definitely glad I did it. I appreciate the help. It's absolutely worth it. It's a lot of work, a lot of discipline, but I was missing all work and discipline for quite a while, and it was good to get both of those things back. It was very thorough. I've never had so much blood drawn in my life. And the neurofeedback was very thorough. Everything seems like it's checked and rechecked, and again, that kind of reminds me of the military. There's kind of a standard operating procedure. You don't deviate from that, and it's kind of it felt like a very best practices scenario through the whole process. I would say go for it, try it. Do what's prescribed for you to eat the way you're supposed to eat, do your exercises, come in and do your therapies, and just kind of look at it as getting that discipline back in your life again, because if you're like me, all that just went away, just completely. And you kind of start to feel like your old self again. So I would say go for it. I'm very thankful for the help that I've received here. And I would give it my recommendation to anyone who's going through what I went through. If they're like me, they're unable to work because of it, and so they would have nothing to offer in return, or to be able to pay for any sort of labs and supplements and stuff. So yeah, it makes a difference between them getting the care and not, just flat out.